So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, this is a great optic. I'm not a quick shooter. Shooting that fast, changing variables on the fly like that is very new to me. That said, this thing's fun. Fun day, fancy schmancy. So we're gonna take these and we're gonna mount them on this Ruger LCP. This is the Eotech HHS II. HHS means holographic hybrid sight. The HHS II is actually just a combination of two of their products. This is the G33 Magnifier. This gives you a 3-time magnification. It is not variable. It kind of just is what it is. If you're not familiar with this, it goes behind your optic on your top rail, and you are able to fold it out or back in, depending on whether or not you want to use it. This part of the package is the EXPS3-4. It's kind of a funky name for this. This is the new version of the old L3, or I think the 512. A new upgraded version of the classic EOTech red dot sight. They both have quick detach levers on them, which is a really nice addition. On the old EOTech sight, which we're going to see in a second when we do some shooting, we had the thumb screw rail mount. That's kind of dated at this point. Quick detach levers are just really nice to have. One thing about these quick detach levers is they kind of work opposite of each other. So here on the sight, if you want to get this throw lever open, you have to push that in kind of towards the sight and that'll come up. On the G33 Magnifier, it's opposite. If you hold that, if that's in place, this won't come up all the way. You have to push down on the other side and it will open. Those aren't super intuitive, but that's how it works in case you're considering getting these. You can adjust the tension on both of these throw levers very easily over here with this screw. That's nice to have. So yeah, you know, it's EOTech. It's not rocket science to figure out if this thing is quality. Everything they make is quality. Quick heads up on these, they're expensive. The MSRP on this package is about $1,160 and some change, I think. If you're not familiar with EOTech, their fit and finish is spot on. It's as good as it gets. It is night vision compatible. That's what this button is here. To turn on one of these optics, you simply push in both the arrow buttons, and there you go. This isn't going to look right here. This is not what the reticle looks like. The reticle is a lot clearer than you're seeing on this camera. It's a very simple optic to use. You use the up and down arrow to change your brightness. So there we're going up. There we're going down. It's got good feedback. This has 20 different settings of brightness. The battery lasts about 1,000 hours on one battery, it says. And another nice thing about this is a parallax-free optic. What that means is, and we can demonstrate that even here at close range, or if you move your head around, the reticle doesn't really move. Their parallax-free on EOTech is great. So that's a quick demonstration of what parallax-free means. It means that no matter what angle you're looking at the reticle from, your point of impact's not going to change on your target. That's part of why you're paying the big bucks for this stuff. To turn the reticle off, you just hit those two buttons again. So it's really just a toggle. It's really nice, it's convenient. The inside here, there's two windows here. There's one back panel and one front pane of glass here. That is anti-fog in there, and I will say I can attest for EOTech, when they say anti-fog, they mean it. These things never fog up. It says it's water resistant up to 30 meters. I don't know. I know that all EOTechs are what I consider waterproof. They just keep going, no problem there. They're really good at that. It's not too heavy, which is nice. This is a little bit heavier, but mostly today, we're just gonna try to see if moving this thing back and forth on your rifle changes your point of impact. Let's go do some shooting. Just can't make up my mind today. The sun's in a weird spot, so I apologize for the shadows. We're taking this rifle. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P 15. We've been running an EOTech on this for years. We're going to put this HHS II on this rifle. The question today is, are these two products worth the price, specifically for a hunting configuration? Now, right out of the gate, this is a 223. This is a 5.56 rifle. We do not condone hunting with this caliber. We are just using this for a test today. A lot of you are going to say you shoot sub MOA all day. Most people don't shoot sub MOA. This is not a hunting caliber unless you shoot sub MOA at 200 to 300 yards. I don't shoot that well, and I like powerful caliber. Don't use the 223 for hunting unless you're extremely good at shooting. Is remove the mount we have in place. Pretty easy. And I'm going to put this as far back as I can, and that's a little too tight, so I'm going to unscrew the screw. Unscrew a few more clicks, and there we go. That's solid. I'm not too worried about this part being locked on there too tight, because this is just a magnifier. What this platform's all about is that you can have your magnification or you can get rid of it. It's pretty fast, it's pretty snappy, made really well. You have the tension screw on the opposite side, and we're going to open that up. We're going to back this up to about there. So it's a little loose. We're going to tighten the screw a few more times. This is the portion that matters when you're mounting these. This is what's got to be rock solid. So that's a pretty tight fit. You can use your Optic without magnification, and you can just throw it in, take it off, throw it in. This gap here is a little too large. These should be closer together. For the testing I'm doing today, I'm not really worried about it. We're actually going to do a bore sight here. If you've never done bore sighting, that's one of the great things about the AR platform, is that it's very easy to bore sight. So that is what the reticle looks like in the daylight. And what we're going to do is we're going to line that position up with the view of the target through the barrel. That is bore sighting. That ensures that you're on paper and you're not going to waste a whole ton of ammo trying to find your target. That is the reticle without the magnification on it. It's very bright, so the reticle's kind of hard to see. And that is the reticle with magnification. It's showing up kind of weird, I think, because of the difference in hertz between the camera and the Optic. This reticle really clears up. It gets a lot crisper when you have the magnifier on. Not sure why, but that flickering you're seeing doesn't actually happen in the sight. All of that flickering you're seeing is only on camera. So the reticle in the Optic is rock solid. We're bore sighted and ready to go. The ammo we are using today is Black Hills White Box. Pretty good ammo. So we're going to do 2 shots with magnification first. So looks like we need to come down about 4 inches. Something about EOTech. We're going to move the point of impact down a few inches. Usually EOTech is 0.5 MOA per click. These don't have tangible clicks. They're just one smooth rotation for what it's worth. I think it's per notch is 0.5 MOA, and you just have to do it visually. Either way, I just went ahead and moved it a few inches down. I didn't even mess with the windage. I left that right where it is, and we're gonna do a test. We've got a new target up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 shots with the magnifier. We're gonna take it off, 3 more shots, put it back on, 3 more shots. All in all, not bad. This one I actually slipped a little bit. For how fast I was shooting, which is not something I ever do, having changed the magnifier in and out, this is actually pretty impressive for me. You know, I'm only at 70 yards, so obviously it's going to be easier, but for me and how quickly I'm used to shooting and what that hardware did, that's pretty impressive. So for me, the test really was, is this going to change the impact of where the bullet goes on the rifle? And the answer is no, it doesn't. This is a great product. I'm really impressed. It's a lot of fun to shoot. I shot bad today. The change in the point of impact was completely due to me changing my cheek weld. The rifle was hitting the bill of my hat. I was flinching. I just was not trying very hard today. But it's not gimmicky. There are absolutely hunting cases in which this will be beneficial to the shooter. But I've seen what I need to see out of this. This is absolutely a buy. I'm actually going to return this to my friend and go get one. This thing will do well for hogs. It'll do well for deer. It'll do well in a lot of situations where you might run into having to engage a target at a drastically different range than you had anticipated. I'm going to say for deer hunting, this would be great. There have been numerous times when I've been deer hunting and My first and best shot of the hunt is when the deer comes out in front of me, in between me and the feeder. This is great, and it's just fun. I can sit here all day and shoot this. I will probably come back and do a much more in-depth video on this product. But for now, that'll do. So thanks so much for watching.